Good afternoon, it's your age weather forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Monday afternoon, guys. As you can tell, we're going to be talking about the nor'easter now. It's actually affecting many areas out here into the New England area already. We're already having some potentially some heavy snow to come this evening. We're already having very heavy rain for areas in the mid-Atlantic, so we're definitely seeing the effects on this nor'easter right now, and it will start to bring very heavy snow by tomorrow morning for many areas in the New England area, even potential areas in upstate New York, and maybe even the northern tip of Pennsylvania. But guys, this will be my last update on the nor'easter, and then tomorrow I'll focus on the potential of Winter Storm Dorothy to possibly be named on the western United States. But yeah, this will be my last update on the nor'easter. Because it is getting pretty smaller right now. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you support my channel. Also, be sure to hit the like button. Let's try to get this video to 15 likes. And yeah, without further ado, let's get in this video. So we're gonna be looking at the National Weather Service, and as you can tell, we have a couple advisories, but we saw a couple now that have been taken away. So we kind of have a bit less advisories now, but we're still seeing millions of people getting affected right now, and to see heavy snow by tomorrow morning. So as you can tell, we have a good amount of advisories out here for areas into the New England area. We have majority of the advisories more into the northern New England area, so that's in effect for near areas near Augusta, Maine, Portland, Maine. We also have areas out near Caribou and Bangor, Maine, that are basically in that areas that have the biggest possibility for snowfall. We also have those northern areas near the White Mountain area into northern New Hampshire. We also have areas in Burlington, Vermont that have a couple advisories out there for all of Vermont. We also have some advisories getting a bit closer to Syracuse now, and I believe we have advisories just north of Albany now. So it looks like Albany is just out of a just out of it. But we also do have some winter storm, or not, no, sorry, not winter storm. We also have some flood advisories for southern Maine, areas near Virginia Beach through the Virginian coast. We also have some coastal flood warnings in effect for southern Vermont and coastal flood statements, or sorry, southern Delaware, not Vermont. So now we're going to be looking at the European radar. We're going to be looking at the same three radars, and then we're going to be looking at the wind and then snowfall. So this video won't be incredibly long, as we've been looking for this stuff for the past 3 days. So you guys kind of know what we're going to be seeing. Now we're going to be looking at the northeast radar now, since we aren't seeing much in the other part of the United States. So as you can tell, we do actually have this super heavy rain out here for areas in the coastal areas of the New England area. We're seeing quite some rain getting into the areas by later this evening, getting into areas near Boston, New York City, areas into Philadelphia, even near just south of Albany. We'll start to see that rain come in by the next 12 hours. So basically very early into tomorrow morning, we'll start to see that mix becoming a bigger threat as we get into the overnight hours. So we'll see that low. So we can see some mixed threats just a couple miles east of Albany. We'll have some threats getting in there near Augusta, Maine. We'll start to see that heavy mix come in to play. We also have very heavy rain threats just for the coastal areas of Maine, and also some threats for New York City. Philadelphia near New Brunswick is where we can see that rain starting to come in by the next couple of hours by tomorrow morning. So when you're going to your school or anything, we'll start to see some big threats that come in So as you can tell, we have a huge threat for areas in New York and actually upstate New York, and also for the New England area. And as you can tell, there's actually look like we can see a lot less snow for Albany now, but a good amount of snow near just a couple miles east of the areas of Syracuse. So it's looking like we can see more of a rain now for Albany with this new update in the European. We're going to see some very heavy rain for Long Island, very heavy rain, especially for New York City, and Florida and New York can get some very heavy rain too. But we're also going to be seeing some huge threats for snowfall and ice for areas in the upstate New York area, and also some very heavy snow for central New York. So we can have a couple inches in those areas now. So that's why we have these advisories still here, but not for Albany. We also have the mixed threat really heavy for areas near Caribou and Bangor. It looks like we can really have some big ice threats, possibility for maybe 1-inch ice. As you can tell now, we can actually see very heavy snow coming to come by Tuesday afternoonish, more like about the 24 hours from now, and that'll actually bring very heavy snow for areas for getting to the southern part of New York. They'll get some very heavy snow for Albany, New York now, areas in upstate New York. very a possibility for blizzard conditions for areas for western Massachusetts and areas in the eastern border of New York. We'll also see this rain, or actually see all of this connect all the way to Maine now. So we'll have that snow again for Augusta, Portland. Still gonna have this very heavy rain though for the coastal New England areas. So that is also a threat. We're gonna have to come in hand. That will come in hand, or that will come. And then we're also gonna just see exactly when the snow will basically end. It's looking like more of a Wednesday afternoon for the areas in the New England area. Again, we'll be seeing some snow out there. So for Burlington, Vermont, areas in the White Mountain area, into we'll still have that snow by Bangor into Wednesday morning, and by Wednesday afternoon it should be out of here. So now we're gonna be looking at the GFS radar. Now it actually just updated at 4:30. So as you can tell, we aren't too far in this, but a good thing is this nor'easter is closed from now. But as you can tell, the next couple of 6 hours, we'll see that bit of an ice threat coming for areas near Augusta, Maine, areas for northern New Hampshire. Again, we're seeing that very heavy rain though for the coastal part of Maine, and also some very light snow shower or rain shower. Sorry, for coming by the very late hours of New York. So we'll have couple drizzles, not too heavy. Again, not gonna be a huge threat of like super duper heavy rain, not really any of that. As we get into the areas in the next 12 hours, the GFS is actually showing some snow getting it for that northern tip of Pennsylvania, just a couple miles away from Allentown. Also some heavy snow for northwestern New Jersey. We'll also have that mixed threat again, more for the we're gonna have more of an ice threat than really snow. uh Basically is looking like there's gonna be more ice than snow in these areas, but obviously we're gonna see more accumulation for snow. And then we can have that snow again still in effect for Caribou areas near Bangor, have that ice threat still for Burlington, Vermont, and the snow should be out by Wednesday afternoon, so it won't last more than 48 hours. It should be gone by the next 36 hours, so it's not super duper long lasting like the normal nor'easters. As you can tell, the next hour or so, or sorry, the next 6 hours or so, we'll be seeing some rain showers get again affecting the areas near Philadelphia, New Brunswick, just having some showers in these outer bands of this nor'easter. But we'll have the heaviest rain out here again for Augusta, Maine, and the north or the coastal tip of Maine near the areas getting to near Nova Scotia. As we get in the next 13 hours or so, by around 6 a.m., we'll have a huge threat getting for Caribou. That high will we have that chance for colder temperatures right here in the northern tip and the Appalachians. That's where we're going to have a threat for maybe some sleet and maybe even some snow to come with this come in by the morning routine hours. We'll have that very heavy snow or heavy rain for areas into Long Island. But as you can tell, in the NAM 3 km, actually shows it getting very close to New York City. So we can maybe even see potential for some flurries in New York City, but just not going to have accumulation. Again, we'll have a bit more snow for the Albany based on this radar. Have some ice threats again with Burlington, some sleet, some heavy snow for Bangor, possibly. Maybe even possibly blizzard conditions for a couple hours, but nothing much after that. And then as we get into Tuesday, by around 7 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have some snow becoming a bit lighter it's starting to move more into Nova Scotia. So we'll have that just not much rain for these areas in the northeastern coast really after this. So that's why we'll see a bit less snow, or a bit less accumulation for rain or precipitation, which is somewhat good because we don't really need 8 inches of rain to be on the ground on really early on the week. So we're gonna be looking at the winds, but we're not gonna be looking at too long because again, it's not that big of a threat really at this point. We do have a couple up to 45 knots in these areas, just near the areas of Halifax into Nova Scotia, but we won't see too much. But you can see maybe up to 27 knots for areas in the Boston Islands, for the coast of Boston Island, the Boston Islands, and then we can see maybe a bit tip for the eastern Long Island area. But other than that, just nothing really much for wind threats. It should just biggest threat will be near Halifax, Nova Scotia. But again, other than that, then nothing really bad. So now we'll be looking at snowfall totals. If we can get this thing to refresh, let me see if we can get this thing to refresh. Okay, here we go. So here's the snowfall totals right now. This goes all the way to Wednesday. So this is basically when it's gone, really. But again, not really gonna see that much snow. Along with this, as you can tell, we can see actually maybe we're either in the GFS or the European. It actually shows maybe a very small chance for having a bit bigger threat for snow. All right, let me get all this so we can see. Okay, so here we go. Now this is what we're gonna be seeing. As you can tell, there's a chance near Albany we can maybe see snowfall totals increase just a little bit. So it's actually looking like we see a good inch or two increase, even though the Europeans doing a lot less and we don't have those threats or we don't have the winter storm advisories. But it looks like we can see a good 3 to 4 inches now. Looks like we're seeing a huge decrease in snowfall for areas in northern Vermont. A huge decrease, only showing a good 5 to 6 inches in those areas. Burlington looks like they can see less than an inch or so near that lake area. It looks like we just see an inch or two for the upstate New York area. Looks like we see a good couple of inches near Bangor and actually a lot of snow for areas near Caribou. We can see our most amount of snow near Caribou area, up to 6 to 8 inches there. Areas near Bangor can see a good 3 to 5, and areas near Portland we see a good 1 to 2 inches, and then near Augusta we can see a good 2 to 5 inches. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Enjoy your week or enjoy your Monday. Bye guys.